Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon. Welcome to another reading. So today's title is Your Immortal Love Story, a love that will never die. So this is going to be about a particular person that you still feel a very deep soul connection with energetically, even though the two of you may no longer be speaking or are apart. A part of this reading is going to be diving into your tragic end. So if that's not your story, where you haven't really had any kind of an ending or a falling out with this person, this may not be your reading today. But of course, at the end of the day, you always want to just take what resonates for you in any reading and get rid of anything that doesn't. So all the decks that I'll be using here today will be listed in the description box down below, as well as this beautiful orgonite here, created by Michelle from Bell's Wing and Bell. So I will put in the description box as well what we're going to be going into here in today's reading, as well as over on the extended. So let's dive into everything here. The first energy that we're going to tap into is the corpse energy, which is how did your connection meet its tragic end in the physical world? So let's take a look at that energy. So this huge chunk of decks are actually my own, and it's something that I like to do. I like to put a bunch of decks together and just to mix up the energy to give us a nice little story here. So that's what we've done today. So let's see. How did your connection meet its tragic end? Ooh, we have maggots, turned off, repulsed, and displeased. So what I'm getting here immediately is that something that someone did in the connection turned the other person off. It displeased them, it repulsed them, etc. So let's go ahead and get some details on what that could have been. What happened here? All right, so the Seven of Rage is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is somebody that gets into a defensive mode, right? It either was that someone was turned off because the other person really wasn't putting a lot of effort into the situation. They weren't really fighting to maybe change, make things better, move things along. Or it could also be that because someone was feeling whatever, scared, vulnerable, etc., I feel like they started to pull back. They started to put their guard up. So this could have been like the beginning of the end, somebody acting in this manner, okay? So let's see what else. Oh, we have differences. Okay, so obviously there was some kind of a difference of opinion. There could have been different lifestyles, different upbringing, but whatever these differences were, I feel like when you guys first came together, maybe somebody really saw the situation and they were just intrigued, right? Intrigued at how different you were, or how maybe you were feeling the same way about this person. But as time went on, it's kind of like someone started focusing on these things, maybe using these things as an excuse to push you away. That's how I'm seeing this and picking up on this. Yep, and then they evacuated the building. We've got the 10 of Cups. Tens, of course, are the end of something, the completion of a cycle. Evacuated the building. I feel like you guys were, when you came together with this individual, you guys were probably very happy because the 10 of Cups is here. There was there was some kind of happiness here. There was something that was experienced, pleasure on both ends. But unfortunately, somebody decided to seriously hit the eject button on this movie, okay? So you guys were going along, and all of a sudden it turned into a freaking, went from a romance to a tearjerker horror story, So that's what I'm seeing here. Let's see what else. Skeletons in the closet. This could be somebody that was hiding something. Somebody didn't want the other person to find something out. Somebody was putting on a brave face, okay, acting like they were okay, but really deep down they were toxic. They had a lot of issues, a lot of trauma, etc. And maybe as time went on, somebody just started thinking about how it just wasn't going to work. They just didn't want you to find something out, or it could have been vice versa, you guys. But to me, this definitely created some kind of a problem, some kind of an issue here. Yeah, so what they did, I feel like someone just sabotaged this. You guys couldn't move forward anymore with the Three of Wands. So it's like what was on the horizon was just a fire disaster. If you went any further, you were just going to get burned. So somebody took a match to this connection and just burned it up in flames before it could go any further. And so I feel like with the 3 being here, I feel like you guys were kind of in the middle. You may have been seeing this person, but it was very short-lived. It could be that it was only a few months And then after a few months, someone just decided to flip a switch and change their mind. So I feel like for some of you guys, this was a short-lived situation. But because the Ten of Cups is here, I have to say for others, you may have lived with this person. You may have talked marriage with this individual. Hell, you could have even had children with this individual too, because the Ten of Cups is a family card. You may have met their family. They could have been enmeshed in your family. And so that's why when it was over or somebody took a match to it, it hurt so much, because there was so much effort at one point put into the connection, only for somebody to start to put up their guard and pull away. Okay. All right, let's see what else. What else is coming through for this connection? Yeah, hard shell. Somebody put on a hard shell. This is like a tough shell to crack. Somebody decided that they were just going to put their guard up and that they weren't going to let you in any further. I feel like there's a crab. It's like you go inside of the crab shell, right? And there's that soft, kind of gooey part of the crab. But yeah, the hard exterior, especially if the crab retreats and hides, it's difficult to get in. So I just feel like somebody definitely put up a huge wall here. Nine of Swords. Somebody was afraid. And I do feel like it was a nightmare. It turned into a nightmare situation pretty quickly. But Nine of Swords is an indication that somebody's in their head. Somebody believes something about life, about themselves, and they have a very difficult time getting out of this mindset. So it ends up sabotaging everything. It's kind of like if you're an unhappy person and you don't trust anyone, any new person that comes along in your life, even though you might feel good about them at the very beginning, eventually you're going to turn on that person because you haven't worked out your own crap. You haven't worked out your issues. You have so many issues with trusting people that you're just not going to trust that anybody could be good. So I feel like there's somebody here that had some deep-seated issues, and when you came along, it may have been a temporary fix, but unfortunately, as time progressed, this person's demons, this person's old stuff started to come up. It's like old programming came in and basically ejected what you guys were building with this person. Okay, yeah, look at that, a fortress. That's it. I feel like somebody really felt with this rescue energy, right? They felt like they were stuck. They felt, okay, so it's funny. Fortress, rescue, imprisonment. There was 3 phases to this person or your connection. Somebody really felt like when you came in, you were a blessing. You're a blessing to them. They felt really good. They felt like maybe you saved them, made them, inspired them to want to be a better person, etc. All of those things, right? But then after a while, they started to feel stuck. They started to feel imprisoned. They started to feel caved in or caged in. They started to feel like, oh, this is just too much. So then what do? They put up this fortress around their heart. So what's interesting is that we have the song from Sting, Fortress Around Your Heart, coming through as maybe what this person did to you, how they made you feel, and where you guys are at today because of it. So definitely listen to that song. I'll try to remember to put it in the description box. We have the Villain of Rage, which is the Knight of Wands. It's like somebody is in your life and then somebody's out rather quickly, just on the edge. This could be an individual that just is not able to fully commit to anyone. It may not just be you guys. This could just be how this person rolls. This is how they are. Knight of Wands is somebody who definitely likes to keep things light. They come in, they feel the passion, and then they're kind of gone. It's like a thief in the night. You just don't know what has happened to this person. And also we can see in this card that they're wearing a mask, and so they're masking a lot of pain. They're masking a lot of issues, you guys. There's more going on with this person than meets the eye. So if you still feel bewildered, confused, just don't understand what the hell happened with this individual, what I want to say, because of what I'm seeing so far, is that this person does have a lot of skeletons in their closet. They have a lot of issues, a lot of mental things, a lot of programming that creates a lot of havoc in their life. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so what else? Black sheep cast out to the wolves. Okay, this person has a complex. They feel like the black sheep. You'll hear that. I'm the black sheep of my family. Who is the black sheep? The black sheep is misunderstood. The black sheep is someone that everyone is just, kind of like put, blaming or cast out or whatever, because it says cast out to the wolves. To me, wolves, if you're in a wolf pack and then you're a lone wolf, you're cast out of that group. So to me, this individual believes that either they're no good, or they believe that they can't get along with anyone long term, that they're not going to be able to build something in a group, that maybe they're just better off alone, they're alone, or so I'm getting this loner vibe to this person. Maybe they really long for connection, but once they're in it, sorry to say, they screw it up because of their unresolved crap and trauma. Yeah, look at that. Put on a show. So that this individual, whoever they connect with, whatever they've got going on in life, it's a show. So there is something false about this person. They put on a false, brave face for everyone. They want to seem like they have it all together. They want to seem like they're successful. They want to seem like maybe they have, had a good upbringing or a happy family, but maybe they didn't. Maybe they told you certain things, but we have skeletons in the closet, so someone is just basically not telling you the entire story. Also, too, it's not going to go for everybody. It's just not. I'm going to take these two cards because they just fell, but somebody may have been in another relationship or had another relationship going on when you met them. You either knew about this or you didn't know about it, or if you did know about their situation, there was something about it that they were hiding. This could have attributed to the problems and the demise of your connection. Just putting it out there. But we do have social circle. What other people think is very important to this person. It could be what their family thinks, what you think, their peers, their friends, whatever. Letting others dictate your true desires in life. So something that maybe they really felt or like wanted with you, it could be that programming was telling them this isn't right for me, or someone said something about you and your connection, or maybe somebody even just reminded this person, you're damaged, you're not going to make them happy. So the movie that's coming to my mind is Cruel Intentions. So you've got the stepsister that basically tells him, you're just going to mess this up. You're going to destroy her life. And what does he do? He sabotages the connection, even though he really loves her. So that's coming to my mind. But now we have this caged energy again. They have an irrational fear of being caged in. They have an irrational fear of basically being stuck or controlled. So that imprisonment, it's like they long for connection, but then when they get it, they feel stifled. They feel like they're going to lose control of themselves. So you're dealing with someone who has some pretty major issues here when it comes to intimacy as well as commitment. That's what I'm seeing. And it seems like other people or whatever skeletons they have in their closet do seem to come out and sabotage a thing or two. So now we're going to go into the Dagger, which is what was the most painful part of saying goodbye to you for this person. Let's look at this. This love will never die. That's very interesting. So that's basically the title of this reading today, A Love That Will Never Die. So the most painful part of saying goodbye to you is that I feel like this person did have love for you in their heart, even when they said goodbye to you. Obviously, they didn't choose to go about this in the greatest way, but there was love that they had, and for whatever reason, they were not comfortable either conveying that to you, showing that to you, or admitting that's how they felt. Okay. All right, let's get some more. What was the most painful part of saying goodbye to you? Okay, it's like what could have been, basically. Curiosity, what could have been. I feel like they only got involved with you to a certain degree. They only let you in halfway. It's like they're still even curious, I feel, to this day. What could have been, what may have happened if they just would have went all in with you. So there's that major curiosity. So that was very painful because of maybe the potential that you guys had, or what could have actually happened had they just not been so concerned, or not been so concerned with what other people thought, or so controlled by old patterns or narratives. Wow, look at that. 10 of Wands burned it down. got a lot of fire and burning things down, heavy burden. So this is the thing. What was the most painful part of saying goodbye to me is just what could have been. Okay. What could have been? This person burned it down either so quickly or it's just in the end they couldn't handle it. But they're curious what would have happened had they been able to handle it, had they not had these issues or these thoughts, okay? Because they did have love in their heart when they were saying goodbye to you, but for whatever reason, they put an end to the situation. They burned it up. They burned you. They burned it down, okay? All right, let's see what else. Peace offering. Interesting. So the peace offering energy for me is it may be that you were somebody that offered peace in their life. You made them feel very calm. You brought some peaceful presence to their life. That's what I'm getting here. You could have been dealing with a situation or a person that always had chaos going on. So when they met you and they spent time with you, they really just felt calm and maybe nurtured and even safe in your connection. So why would someone burn that up? Why would someone sabotage that? Because unhealed wounds and trauma, that's just what you do, okay? It's kind of like, I say I want to be happy, but on the other end, I'm sabotaging it because I don't believe I deserve it. But in this particular card here, we can see peace offering, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for hurting you. I do feel like this person, one of the most difficult things to say goodbye to you is that they actually did not want to hurt you. They didn't mean to hurt you. They didn't mean to burn you so badly. They didn't mean to go out of your life in this fashion, but they did. I feel like they were very overwhelmed with what they were feeling. They were very, very overwhelmed with maybe guilt and shame by ending things with you. Yeah, look at this, Immortal. What's interesting is that the title of this video is now coming up in these cards, Immortal. Our love is a timeless chamber. So I feel like it's being confirmed in this reading is that this person's love for you, even though you guys may be on the outs, maybe not speaking, maybe just enemies right now, whatever the situation might be, they still have love for you in their heart. Their heart still is filled with love. So that's kind of what they're coming through with, is it hurts them and it's like a double-edged sword. They had to say goodbye to you because they couldn't handle it, but at the same time they didn't want to hurt you because deep down they had love for you. So kind of a very tortured energy here. Yeah, page of, okay, we have two. Oh, this is interesting. A hardest part of saying goodbye to you is that the message that they wanted to convey was Page of Cups. Page of Cups is just very beautiful and poetic and sensitive and loving and kind. It's very nice energy. So the most painful part I feel is that in a way your heart was the Page of Cups. Like you were coming through as that Page of Cups, like you didn't deserve this. And this person knew that you didn't deserve this treatment. They know that you didn't deserve this exit or the way that things basically ended up in the end. Okay, so they are sorry. So their message, I feel, despite what's happened between the two of you, is that they are actually sorry for what happened. That's like their peace offering here coming through. The Page of Cups is a message. It's a message from somebody. And we know that this person has love, so it's a message of love from their heart to yours, which says, I'm sorry. So that's immediately coming through as a message. But the other card that we just got was Judgment, Karma Review. Okay, so we have Jesus Christ on this card here, and Jesus Christ was pinned to the cross and was crucified, right? But then there was a resurrection after that crucifixion. So for me, I do feel like maybe the most painful part of saying goodbye to you, that this person, in a way, they feel like either they crucified you, it wasn't fair what they did to you, but they ended up actually crucifying themselves. They actually carried a lot of guilt and shame, a heavy burden, especially when they went back and they reviewed their life later on. Whatever karma this person may have received as well, I feel opened up their eyes as to how they hurt you and what they did to you, and just really examining their actions. Because I do feel like they definitely went back in their mind on this connection to the past and looked at what they did. And so this person, if they still have love for you in their heart, it wasn't just that they forgot about you when they were done. They actually have gone back in their mind and in their heart and reviewed everything that happened between the two of you. So it was really hard to lose you and say goodbye to you, because I feel like it killed them to hurt you. It hurt them to hurt you. Interesting. All right, let's see what else. Okay. So the bat's energy. Your person was aware of what they were doing. This is not the kind of situation where they didn't know any better. It's not the kind of situation where they were just completely clueless or that they were too immature at the time. No, your person was actually very aware, and this made it more difficult. When you're aware of something and you know what you're doing is no good, that guilt and shame that you feel because you're going to do it anyway because you feel like you have to, that's a killer. And so I feel like it made it very painful for this person, is because they knew what they were doing was messed up. They knew what they were doing or saying was just not right. And we do have dusk, frozen inside without your touch. So the thing is, this individual, they were going to feel your loss. They were going to feel pain without you in their life. So again, I don't feel like this was a win-win for this person. This individual made this decision to cut ties with you, but they were actually in pain without you. So it was a double-edged sword for this individual. And we have the star. Wow. The star, of course, is about wish fulfillment. It's also about maybe asking for something and then it shows up, and then once you have it, you're not appreciating it. So I do feel in a way that this person maybe always wished for someone like you, prayed for someone like you. When you showed up, you felt like some kind of angel in disguise. But again, when you're too broken, you can't sustain that. You can't appreciate that. You end up hurting people that you love. And I just feel like that's what's happened here with this individual, is they just ended up hurting the person that they loved, which was you. So the star is about hope and renewal. I feel like at some point, maybe your person, they were saying goodbye to you, but maybe they were hoping that you guys would align at a different date, that there would be maybe more ideal timing, or things would be better later. Okay. Maybe that's what they were telling themselves at the time. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so we have bonfire, social gathering, a lot of fire energy. So what I want to say about the fire, it kind of reminds me of Mars connection. A Mars connection is going to be very passionate, very inspirational, but it can also turn to aggression and competition and even anger. So I feel like your connection with this individual was very fiery and very passionate, but for some reason, what it did is it ended up either burning itself out, or people didn't know what to do with this energy. It started to turn on themselves. They started to internalize something, maybe question themselves, or question that, maybe this connection was taking something away from them. They felt controlled by it. They felt in competition with it. It threatened them in some way. So I just feel like also social, I feel like they hate the fact that what other people thought was important to them. That was very painful for them, what other people were thinking about them. That pained this person. I know I dug my own grave, so the corpse energy here. Yeah, and that was the very first category that we looked at, which was the corpse. And I just feel like I know I dug my own grave, unfortunately, with the people that I was hanging out with, the people that I listened to, or maybe getting involved with other people that I shouldn't have been messing around with. So I feel like that's coming through as well. So it does cut this person that they dug their own grave here. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. So this right here, it may be that one of the hardest things to saying goodbye to you is that this person just felt like they needed to be alone. They couldn't help that feeling. They couldn't help feeling that they felt stifled, controlled. They couldn't help but feel that maybe, they just weren't ready for this, or whatever the circumstances may have been. So it's just a feeling that they had and they just couldn't shake it. So that was very difficult for them. They didn't want to do this, but I'm not saying they had to do this, but it's just like they wish that they didn't feel the way that they did at the time. All right, so now let's go into the phantom energy, which is how does your spirit continue to show up in your person's world? Let's look at this energy. Oh, all right. The reason that you keep coming up is because your person either they backstabbed you, they hurt you. This is like a Ten of Swords energy to me, where the ending was very, very painful. There was maybe some unnecessary pain. It didn't have to end this way. They may have deceived you in some way, backstabbed you. You could have heard something, found out, because it says, I will shock you. Something could have really shocked you that you found out about this person once it was all said, done, and over with. So how your spirit continues to show up in your person's world is because of what they did. What they did. Like, they can't believe what they did to you. So it's, in a way, they're haunted by their actions. That's what I'm seeing here. This person's haunted by your actions. I mean, their actions, not yours, theirs. Yeah, because you're the kind of person that brought so much peace. You soothed this person. I feel like you were Page of Cups innocent. You didn't deserve what they did to you, but they hurt you anyways. And look, that we've got the bare back. The back is just ready to be stabbed. They stabbed you in the back, you guys. That's evident to me. You didn't deserve it at all. You were a really good person. That green energy to me is heart chakra. You trusted them. You opened up your heart to this person and they backstabbed you. So they're haunted by their actions because you were so kind and loving and giving, and they hurt you. They stabbed you in the back anyways. Okay, they're haunted through songs. When they hear certain songs, you guys, they think of you. There's certain songs where there's the lyrics, they're listening to them, and wow, does it describe how you feel and what they did to you. So they're haunted by some sort of songs. There might be some sort of music or songs they can't listen to anymore. Yep, the give and take, what they delivered to you, like what you gave to them and what they ended up giving to you in return was a knife in your back. So that right there is haunts this person, what they did to you. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Oops, I keep forgetting to turn my damn phone off during my readings. Yeah, look at this, nurturing. My soul, when I'm at ease, when I'm with you, you're so nurturing. You made them feel safe. Oh my God. You made this person feel so freaking safe. So why on earth would you bite the hand that feeds you? I'm telling you, this individual has some sort of issues to where they hurt the people that they love. They just do. And this could be some deep-seated stuff from their own upbringing. It could be maybe they were not nurtured and supported as children. I don't know. But this individual hurts people that they care about. Yeah, you are a masterpiece. There was nothing wrong with you. If this individual made you feel like you did something wrong, or that, something was wrong with you that they didn't want, this was definitely coming from their own crap, you guys, their own demons, okay? But how they are haunted by your energy is that there's something so unique and so beautiful about you that they can't duplicate that in the physical world. So they may spend time with other people, they may have encounters with other people, but no one's quite like you. Yeah, there's something about your connection and you and spending time with you that was just so freaking magical. Nothing else can compare. They don't get that same energy with anyone else. That is what I'm seeing. Yeah, so it's a haunted energy. Like, wow, I gave that up. And now I feel haunted forever because I'm never going to feel that way again. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles, you were very committed to them. You were very strong and stable for them. And again, they screwed that up. So it's kind of like, you ask for someone to come in that you can trust, that's going to love you. And then when they show up, it's like, it's all great and everything, but ooh, I don't want this. This is too safe. This is too solid. This is too predictable. I need to be in a situation where my life is in complete and total chaos, so I'm out. That's what I'm getting for your person. So they're haunted by the fact that they gave someone up as solid as you and somebody that they felt this magical connection with. Yep. So you triggered this person's fear. You did. You triggered this person's fear, and their shadowy behavior this behavior that was just really despicable, they are haunted by the shadow side of themselves with what they did. We have provider. Yeah, you provided a lot for this person. You gave a lot to this person. You provided this sense of safety. You provided this commitment. You provided this solid energy for them. So you came in very strong. And like I said, this person screwed it up. They screwed it up. It's like they said they wanted it and then they changed their mind. Nope, I don't want it. Okay. Very confusing. You actually had a lot of skills too. There were certain things that you did very, very well, you guys. And like I said, if you know what I'm talking about, it can't be duplicated by anyone else. So this person, I feel, is haunted by the fact that there ain't going to be anybody that's as skilled as you in certain ways. Don't know what that's going to be for everybody, but yeah, get what I'm saying? And we have the Star. They wished for you. They asked for you to come in. They prayed for someone like you. But then when they got it, they declined. So what haunts them is that you guys actually had something. There was something pretty magical, something pretty amazing. You restored some sort of faith or hope in them. But they were just too damaged to be able to continue on, unfortunately. So that's what happened with your person. So now we're going to go into the deeper side of this connection over on the extended. I'll put the link down in the description box below, as well as pin it to the top of my comments. But we're going to go into the hypnotized energy, which is what continues to draw your person towards you today. Okay. Also the Grimoire, which is what is written in the stars for your connection in this lifetime. Huntsman, how will your person come back into your life one day? And Beloved, what they need you to understand the most during this time apart. So anyways, you guys, hopefully I'll see you over there. And if not, thank you guys so much for choosing to watch this reading. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you're subscribed and even put an emoji or a comment in the comment section. All of those things definitely help my channel. So I really appreciate you guys. All right, you take care. Bye-bye.